today my husband is taking an examination for computers, and it's a 48-hour test, which means he's not sleeping very much, and I've got to cook him food and make sure he does well on his test. When the test is finished, we want to go out to a restaurant. We got a coupon for a new sushi train place, which is close by. I love sushi. It's interesting that it's made with seaweed because it doesn't really taste like that to me. Seaweed is supposed to be really healthy, but even now, climate change is supposed to be changing that. Every day people use the internet now and think nothing of it. But interestingly, 50 years ago today, a man named Doug Engelbart showed a demonstration of the first quote-unquote online system in San Francisco. Engelbart developed his system not so much to focus on technology, but to help people work together to solve the world's biggest problems. He died in 2013 and saw the modern internet that we know today. Archaeologists are working to find signs of ancient disease. They've newly discovered a strain of ancient plague that died out thousands of years ago. Speaking of diseases, there's a new one spreading across the country in children. It's called AFM, and it's much like polio. Rachel Scott's son showed up to the doctor with a cold, and now he is severely disabled because of AFM. watched an interesting Netflix show about how the CIA uses disguises to allow their operatives to function. Jonna Mendez says, one of our officers would have surveillance 24 hours a day, teams of people following him. But he had work to do. He had to communicate with people clandestinely. The extremes we would go to disguise these people was the most interesting and challenging part of the job. Mendez says a lot of it involves hiding a person's telltale features. If they have straight hair, make it curly. If they're young, give them a few streaks of gray. A person can change the way they look by changing how they walk or talk. They can put a brace on their leg or an artificial palate in their mouth. When thinking of disguises, Mendez says, you want to be the person that gets on the elevator and then gets off and nobody really remembers you were even there.